Hello students, hello everyone. I hope all of you are preparing very well for your board examination, and we are just 48 hours away from your board examination from now. I hope all of you have done a very good preparation, and here I am with you today to give you some of the important questions from the first 5 chapters of your grade 10 mathematics, that is from the chapter real numbers, polynomials, quadratic equations, pair of linear equations and arithmetic progression. So I'll give you some of the tips for your examination also, and also we have some of the questions which I'm expecting similar one or exact questions can come in your papers this year. So please concentrate here, and I'll tell you what are the important things you need to remember when you're solving these kind of questions. So let's begin with these questions. First, I'll show you all the questions which we are going to solve in this session. We can see question number 1. Two numbers are in the ratio 2:3 and the LCM is 180. What is the HCF of these numbers? Yes, very important. They have not given the numbers, but they told you numbers are in the ratio 2:3. We can solve that. Yes. The traffic lights, question 2, traffic lights at 3 different road crossings changes after every 48 seconds, 72 seconds and 108 seconds. If they change simultaneously at 7 a.m., at what time will they change together next? So this is also an important question, tricky question, and they told you to find the time when they will change simultaneously the next time. So we will use the basic concepts of real numbers, basically the LCM and HCF concept, and we will be able to solve that. Next, the question from polynomials, very important. If one zero of the polynomial p of x is 6x squared plus 37x minus k minus 2 is the reciprocal of the other, find the value of k. We have to find the value of k in this question. We'll do that. Find the zeros of the polynomial x squared plus 1 by 6 into x minus 2 and verify the relationship between the coefficient and the zeros. We can do this also, and whenever you get these type of questions, children, first try to write them in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then it will be very easy for us to solve. So let's see some other questions here. I think these are the first 4 questions what we have, which I told you very important. And also the 5th question, prove that root 5 is rational. And here you can get questions of the kind root 5 is rational, root 3 is rational, root 2 is rational, irrational, root 7 is irrational. So you can get any of these questions. Especially, I will tell you not only this, you can get questions like prove that root 2 is irrational, root 3 is irrational, root 5 is irrational, and root 7 is irrational. Any one of these questions are sure in your basic as well as standard paper. So please make sure, children, see, you might know how to solve it, but I've seen when I'm correcting the papers of students of grade 10, I've seen children do simple mistakes and they lose mark. Don't do that. Please practice them. You have to take root 2 as a by b. You assume it is rational and you take it as a by p. Then you square on both sides. Then you show that it has also other factors. Because if you can write something in terms of p by q, then it should not have any other factors other than p and q. Right? So if you prove that it has other factors, then it contradicts the assumption that it is rational, then you write it rational. Stepwise, you need to do that. Okay. Then, if alpha and beta, very important in polynomial chapter, children, we are expecting questions where they will give you some identity related question where you have to use identity to solve that. Because from the question, you can easily take alpha and beta or alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Then they will ask you something like this. Look at this. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial p of x is equal to 4x square minus 5x minus 1, then find the value of alpha square beta plus alpha beta square. Yes. And if alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial f of x is equal to 6x square plus x minus 2, find the value of alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. Very important question. Next one, 8th one. Usually students find it difficult, and whenever we give this question, some of the students are not able to solve. Look at this question, very beautiful question. If the square difference of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial f of x is equal to x square plus px plus 45 is equal to 144, find the value of p. Even this is an important question. So let's see how to solve that. And age related question from pair of linear equations. Look at this. This is a tricky question again. They're telling that father's age is 3 times the sum of ages of his 2 children. After 5 years, his age will be twice as the sum of ages of 2 children. Find the age of father. You have to find the father's age. Easy and simple question. And there is a small trick which you could use. Even though they have given age of 2 children, Okay, you have to remember that when the age of father increases by 5, here they are talking about sum of age of two children. So y will also increase, z will also increase. So the children's age together, it becomes y plus z plus 10. Yes, so that you have to remember when you're solving. And solve for x in your quadratic equation. You can get these type of questions which usually students struggle to solve. So I'll show you how to solve that easily. And then a question from arithmetic progression, a textbook question from arithmetic progression. You can expect these kind of questions or similar question to repeat in your board exam. So let's try to solve all 12 questions in maybe next 20 to 30 minutes, children. Please focus here. Yes, and we will try to solve all these questions in a easiest way, and also I'll make you remember it better so that you can score well in your board exam. Let's see how to solve the first one. If you see the question, the first question what we have here, two numbers are in the ratio 2 is to 3. Yes, two numbers are in the ratio 2 is to 3 and the LCM is 180. What is the HCF of these numbers? Remember children, whenever the ratio is given, it might be a chapter, pair of linear equations, it might be a coordinate geometry. When the ratio is given 2 is to 3, like that, you will assume the numbers to be 2x and 3x. This is the simplest logic which you need to follow. Remember, you have to follow this. So, let the numbers be 2x and 3x. Yes, agreed. LCM of 2x and 3x is what, children? We can get LCM of 2x and 3x as 6x. So LCM is given in the question. So LCM 6x is 180. Yes or no? Yes. X is 30. So you can easily write 2x as 60 and 3x as 90. The two numbers are 60 and 90, and the HCF you directly get it as 30. We can also use the logic that product of HCF and LCM is always equal to product of two numbers. This is how we are going to solve these kind of questions. Easy and simple. The first question is clear. Yes, children, please make a note of this. Pause the video and make a note of this. You can expect this question to repeat in your question paper. Yes. So I hope it's easy and simple. Yes, children. And always when you get 2 is to 3, something like that, take the numbers as 2x and 3x. Easy? Yes. Next, we'll go for second question where the traffic lights at three different road crossing changes after every 48 seconds, 72 seconds and 108 seconds. If they change simultaneously at 7 a.m., what time will they change together next? Means simultaneously at what time will they change next? See here, in this question also, children, we have 48, 72 and 108 seconds. The first step what you would do, because obviously you all know that it will not happen at the time less than 108 seconds. It should happen after 108 seconds. Yes, children? The value will be greater than the greatest of these three values, right? Yes. In that case, what you are supposed to take? LCM. So first take LCM of these three numbers given, the time given. So LCM of 48. 48, what are the factors, children? How do you factorize 48? Quickly. 2 2 times, 2 4 times, 2 1 times, 2 times, 2 6 times, 2 3 times, then you write 3 1 times. So you write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, 72 again, 36, double of 36, double of 18, double of 9, right? Then 3 times 3. So 3 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 2, 108 again. You know 108 is 12 into 9. So 3 into 3 into 3 into 2 into 2. So here you got 2 into 2, 2 into 2 and 2 into 2. You write 4. 3 is common. Again you write 3. The non-common terms, you can write the highest power remaining 9, 2, 2. So you get LCM of 48, 72 and 108. See children here, LCM of these three numbers, you get 432, which is 432 seconds. The question is not at all. Usually what the children do is, they stop it right here and tell this is the answer. No, they will ask you at what time next it will change. So, you know, 1 minute has 60 seconds. So, 432 seconds has how many minutes? Yes, we'll divide it by 60. When you divide by 60, you get 7 minutes 12 seconds. Yes, children, what is the value you're getting? You're getting 7 minutes 12 seconds. So after 7 o'clock, after 7 a.m., 7 minute 12 second, all three signals will change simultaneously. Yes, understanding? At 7, 7, 12, that is 7 a.m., 7 minutes 12 seconds, all the three signals will again change simultaneously. This is how we are supposed to solve the question, and this will be your final answer. Yes, children, is that clear? Any doubt, any confusion here? I think you have understood the logic, how we have to approach here. Yes, all clear? Let's go for the next one. I told you, prove that root 5 is rational. Here, children, let me tell you, please follow the steps very, very precisely. Why? Because these are the simple questions where you can score full. Okay. So, what is your approach, children? I'll just roughly guide you through this. Any root of 2, 3, 5, 7, when you get root 5, first thing, let us assume, let root 5 be rational. This is the first step. Let us assume that root 5 be rational. What do you know definition of rational number? Any number which can be written in the form of p by q can be written as rational. So I'll write root 5 is equal to p by q. Yes. Now it should not have any other factors other than q, correct? So then I can square on both sides. So when you square on both sides, what happens here, children? Tell me, when you square on both sides, it becomes 5 is equal to p square by q square. You can easily write p square is equal to 5q square. And you know that, children, if 5 divides p square, yes, if 5 divides p square, then 5 must divide, p. This all of us know. If 5 divides p square, then 5 must divide p. In that case, if it is dividing p, what do you write? I can write p by, but it will not be the same factor, right? It will not be q square. No, it will be some other factor r. Yes, in that case, what do you get? You get p is equal to 5r here. So if you consider, in the place of p in this equation, if you substitute, you get 5r the whole square is equal to 5q square. What did we do, children? We have equation 1 here. We have equation 2. From equation 2, I substitute here. I get 5r square is equal to q square, where you will get it as 25r square is equal to 5q square. If you simplify this further, you're going to get what? You're going to get 5